What's going on, Connor? Thanks for having us on your channel. I'm Sharky from 100% NUFC, and I'm going to be filling you in with everything to do with Newcastle this weekend for this big game. Not more for us, but more for you, as this could decide your Premier League status. You know, if you don't get the result, a draw or a loss would pretty much relegate you. Even a win on Saturday can result in your relegation. If Swansea get a point, you're relying on Swansea not to pick up another point between now and 38 games played. I know how that feels because we had the same situation only 2 years ago when we had to go to Aston Villa and get, a win. We didn't, a team that had already been relegated pretty much, and then we got, done by our rivals. Now, don't forget to go along, subscribe to Connor's channel, West Brom Fan TV. He's a brilliant YouTuber, does 90-minute football, does matchday vlogs, always consistent, a passionate West Bromwich Albion fan, and his content absolutely fantastic. And keep up the good work, Connor. Now, I'm going to fill you in on Newcastle. We got beat 1-0 off Everton at Goodison Park, which ended our unbeaten run of 4 games. But we are unbeaten at St James's Park. This is where you'll probably stumble. You've hit us at a really bad time in terms of the home performances because, we've won our last 4 games. That stretches way back to Manchester United at the start of February. We beat them, and then we went to beat Southampton, Huddersfield, and also Arsenal. So we have got what it takes to beat big teams and to win when it matters. Now, players to watch out for, you definitely have to watch out for Kennedy, who was signed on loan from Chelsea. He's been an absolute revelation. He's added that quality which we've needed all season. Without him, I don't think we would be safe. I don't think we would be anywhere near the top 10 without his trickery, skill, know-how. For a young Brazilian on loan from Chelsea, he's really put himself in the shop window for Bayern Munich, PSG, just hoping that we can get him in the summer because he's a real hot prospect. Now, it's going to be a tough game for us anyway. With our good home record, got John Joe Shelby there. He can ping a Hollywood ball, someone you've got to watch out for, especially with your back 4. Also, Matt Ritchie, he can cut in, from the wing. He can make something happen. He likes to play as a number 10 as well. Mo Diarmi, be very strong on the ball as well. Dwight Gale, Slimani, I could name a few players, that have done well this season. Now, I think it's important that he's tested Dubravka because he's not been tested so far from set pieces. You are probably they are the set piece kings in terms of putting balls into the box. You've got some, half decent players. You've got Rondon there, who's very good with his head, who's very physical. I think you need to put balls into the box if you have any chance of scoring past us on Saturday. I think that's where your strengths are, and that's where we could probably, become weak. We have played well this season. We have picked up the points, and to see you where he's our bottom of the league, I think is very disappointing. I think he's a good club. You've got good fans. He's been messed around by your owners, and to see the state that he's in, you've only got to look at us. Those many couple of seasons ago, and anything can happen like that if you're not ambitious. I would have had you at the start of the season, around about 10th, middle of the table, no problem. We're totally peerless. For one reason or another, you got the sack. It is pretty much bite you in the arse, really. A bit like what we did, with Chrissy Houghton, it's come back to bite with. But, I think he's going to have to come up here and play. If you get at Newcastle or get at us from the first minute, you can really put one to the back foot. And if you can get that first goal, I reckon we might become nervous. The crowd will, what they're like up, what we're like up here. We tend to get in the backs of the players if it doesn't go well. It's been good of late, but you will want to, you'll want the game more. We're not used to that. We're not used to a team wanting to come up and win. That's what you will be set out to do, to come here and get the 3 points. It's up to us to try and stop that. Rafa Benitez is very defensive, and that's what he'll do. He'll sit back and he'll hit you on the counter attack, but we'll have probably a little bit more possession, probably not much more as you. But if it's still 0-0 at half time, I think Darren Moore will have his coming out attacking. I think he's going to have to go for it, especially at 0-0, because if he's don't, he'll get relegated with a draw or even a loss. So it's important that he's come and play the hard way. Come and give away a game. If you do that, then you never know. Not that I want you to win, but I think it's important that you start off on the front foot, because if you don't, then you will get punished. And we are very good, at St James's Park this season. This is where we've got the majority of our points from. Jamal Lascelles, Lejeune have been great at the back as well. So you're gonna have to try and get past them. Your threats will be the likes of Brunt, Rondon, who I've already touched upon. Rodriguez, he can finish. So we're gonna have to be wary of that. It's going to be a good game on Saturday. I really can see it being a good game. I think there will be goals. I know you are thinking all 1-0s and things like that. I think you'll take that. But I'm thinking for a score prediction, 3-1 to Newcastle. I think we should, score the goals that are required to win this game. I think if you do, concede the first goal, I do think he's going to collapse. I'm sorry to say that. I just think it's the sort of team that he's are. You will have a bit of confidence from the last game, against Liverpool, the 2-2 draw. which is, gear this game to fight another day, really. But again, if you can do what I've just said there and come forward, give her a game, who knows, what the game, could pan out like. But I'm going to go 3-1 Newcastle, goals, Kennedy, I reckon, Slimani, if you get to start, Dwight Gale, and possibly Rondon for you lot at St James's Park. I hope you all have a safe journey St James's Park on Saturday. Enjoy the game as well. I'm sure Connor will be on the Matchday Experience as well on my channel on 100% NUFC. If you want to see my preview and previewing this game, go and head over to my channel right now, 100% NUFC. Check out my content as well. Leave your comments down below, your score predictions from St James's Park. And again, may the best team win. Connor, thank you so much for having us on your channel. All the best, and I hope if you do go down, I hope you do get promoted back to the Premier League where you deserve to be, because your fans are great. Darren Moore, stick with him, and I'm sure you'll sort it out. Anyway, subscribe to Connor, subscribe to me. How are the lads? I'll see you all later.